Welcome to this comprehensive interactive breakdown of personality, anxiety and aggression in A-level physical education. In this video, we will critically examine key psychological theories that explain why athletes behave the way they do, how anxiety affects performance, and the fine line between aggression and assertion. By the end, you will be equipped to excel in AO1, AO2, and AO3 assessment objectives. Let's dive in. Let's map out the three main personality theories. Trait theory suggests personality is innate and stable, with introverts having a sensitive RAS that makes them avoid high arousal. Social learning theory argues we learn behaviour by observing role models. The interactionist approach, summarised by Lewin's formula, is the most accepted. Behaviour results from the interaction between personality traits and the situation. Turning to our core notes, it's crucial to distinguish arousal from anxiety. Arousal is a neutral state that varies from deep sleep to intense excitement. Anxiety, however, is a negative emotional state characterized by nervousness and worry. Anxiety can be cognitive, involving mental worry, or somatic, involving physical symptoms. This distinction is vital for understanding performance decrements under pressure. Now let's explore how arousal affects performance. The inverted U hypothesis suggests moderate arousal is best. However, catastrophe theory provides a more sophisticated model. When both cognitive anxiety and somatic arousal are high, performance can suddenly and dramatically collapse. The ISOF model reminds us that each athlete has their own optimal arousal zone. These theories help explain why some athletes choke under pressure. Let's work through a typical exam question on aggression. To score full marks, you must clearly define hostile aggression as reactive with intent to harm, and instrumental aggression as a means to achieve a goal. Also, contrast these with assertive behaviour, which is forceful but legal and without intent to harm. Use specific sporting examples to illustrate each type. Watch out for these common mistakes. First, don't confuse arousal with anxiety. Arousal is a neutral state, while anxiety is negative. Second, when discussing aggression, clearly distinguish hostile from instrumental by focusing on the intent and emotional state. Finally, examiners expect evaluation. For each theory, mention a strength and a limitation. For example, trait theory is too deterministic, while social learning theory ignores innate factors. To wrap up, remember the three personality theories, with the interactionist approach being most accepted. Distinguish anxiety from arousal, and apply the inverted U and catastrophe theories to performance. Finally, categorize aggression correctly as hostile or instrumental, and always compare to assertive behaviour. Use these concepts to analyse real-world sporting scenarios, and you'll be ready for any exam question.